مرحبا أهلا وسهلا بكم. Today's lesson is going to be from page 28 all the way to page 32, and it is about genitive showing possession. You may ask, what is the genitive showing possession? Quite rightly. The genitive showing possession is what is known in Arabic as al-idafa. Al-idafa. And al-idafa means having two nouns, one immediately after the other. And the first noun is attributed to the second noun, meaning the first noun belongs to the second noun. That's what is called al-idafa construction. Let's unpack this and make it a little bit easier for us. Now, imagine you have now muallimun, that means a teacher. Madrasatun, that means a school. They are indefinite nouns. You can say, I met a teacher. It could be any teacher. That is not specific. That's what means indefinite means. But if you want to say something is defined, you can use article the. If you say, I met the teacher, that means that teacher is known to you and known to me as well. That is specific. That's called defined. You can also define a noun by attributing it to anything. If I say, I saw your teacher, that teacher now is been defined. My teacher, his teacher, school teacher, university teacher, and so on. That is idafa. Now, we've established that. Now, let's look at now. Idafa means you put those two nouns one after the other. Like here. Muallimun, madrasatun. Now, you can say that's now idafa construct, meaning a school teacher. The teacher belongs to a school. So, the school is not defined. But teacher now, by virtue of attributing it to something, that's a defined noun. So if that's the case, there is a particular, there are some regulation, if you like, or rules governing the first part of this idafa construct. The first noun in this construction is known as mudafun. Mudaf means a noun that is been attributed to another noun. That's mudaf. There are some rules governing that. Number one, because it's a defined noun, you are not allowed to put tanween. You cannot put double tanween, either un or an or in. It cannot happen. So you're not allowed to put un or an or in. Because they tanween giving us indication that that noun is not defined, and a noun cannot be defined and undefined at the same time. So therefore, no tanween of any kind on mudaf. Number two, you are not also allowed to put L. If you put L, such as here, that will be completely wrong. So L is not allowed because a noun has been defined already. So no tanween of any kind, no L at all. So that's the first part of this construct. Mudaf, no tanween, no L. Now, let's look, what else, what can happen now? What are the vowels that we can expect to on mudaf? You can expect to be dhamma, single dhamma, if there's nothing else happening before that construct. Or if you have a verb and this mudaf happen to be fa'il, the doer, subject, then you put single dhamma. Or you may have fatha on it if you have a verb here which makes this one to becomes maf'ulun bihi, to becomes the object. For instance, you can say ra'aytu, I saw. So I can put that one here for you. So you can say ra'aytu. Ra'aytu, I saw a school teacher. Now, mu'allima now is maf'ulun bihi. Is now carrying accusative ending. Or you can put kasra if there is a preposition here. For instance, I went with. Dhahabtu ma'a. So, for instance, you can put that one here. If you say dhahabtu ma'a, then becomes muallimi. Dhahabtu ma'a muallimi. Then, so, mudaf, the first part of the idafa construct, can take or may take dhamma as necessary, or fatha if it is required, or kasra if it is required as well. So we know what you are not allowed to do to mudaf. Now we know what you may do to mudaf. Now let's switch our attention now to the second part of the idafa construct. The second part is not automatically defined. You may decide to define it. So here is not defined, therefore, and mudaf ilayhi, the second part, always has to be in a genitive case. As you use the correct case of genitive case endings on mudaf ilayhi. Important thing is the second noun in this construct always has to be in genitive situation. Now, the genitive here, this is not defined and it's a singular noun. So what we are going to do now is, let's just remove this one and you put it to kasra. So it becomes muallimu madrasatin. That is perfect. If you define the second noun, then you put a single kasra, al-madrasati. So this, you can see, you may define the second noun or you may not define it. That's fine. But the case ending has to be a genitive case ending. Muallimu madrasatin or muallimu al-madrasati. That's correct. Here again, ra'aytu muallima madrasatin. It's not defined. If it's defined, ra'aytu muallima al-madrasati. Dhahabtu ma'a muallimi madrasatin or dhahabtu ma'a muallimi al-madrasati. In summary, the idafa construct or genitive showing possession idafa is two nouns, one after the other, with nothing in between them. The first part is called mudaf. And the first part, mudaf, cannot have al and no tanween of any kind. And it may have dhamma or fatha or kasra as necessary. The second part of the idafa construct is called mudaf ilayhi. And it's not automatically defined. You may decide to define it using al. However, the case ending must always be genitive case. So you need to check those genitive case in the previous lesson to know when to put what. Now that we have established the rules and the principle governing the idafa or the possessive construction, let's look at the sentences on page 28 all the way to page 31 to illustrate those rules. Now we start with the singular mudaf, the second noun of the construct, in the singular noun. And let's look at this sentence. So we have دخل معلم المدرسة في القطار. The school's teacher, masculine entered the train. So this is the singular form with a nominative noun. Now this is nominative case because in this sentence the muallim, a teacher, is the subject of the verb. دخل معلم المدرسة, and we have a single dhamma because, as we have already learned, this noun, it is a definite noun because it's been attributed to the second noun. دخل معلم المدرسة. Now the second noun, which is the school, is in a genitive position in line with what we have explained, that the second noun of the idafa construct will always be in a genitive case. Now in this case, because it's a singular noun, is carrying single kasra because it is a defined noun. دخل معلم المدرسة في القطار, in the train. Now the train here also kasra for different reason, and that is existence of preposition في. دخل معلم المدرسة في القطار. The school's teacher entered the train. Now, the second sentence is the same as the first one, except that this is actually feminine. دخلت معلمة المدرسة في القطار. The school's teacher, in this case feminine, معلمة, entered the train. So this is the nominative case. Now let's move to the accusative case, which is this one. رأيت معلم المدرسة في القطار. I saw the school's teacher in the train. Now, muallima here is your object. That's why it's carrying accusative case ending. Ra'aytu is verb and the subject. I am the subject. Ra'aytu, I saw. Muallima, and that is the object, hence the accusative case ending. رأيت معلم المدرسة في القطار. And feminine equivalent, رأيت معلمة المدرسة في القطار. Now let's move now to the genitive case. So nominative, accusative, and then genitive. We know there are two reasons where a noun may end with a genitive case. And that is, number one, if we have a preposition before that noun. Number two, if that noun is the second noun within the idafa construct or possessive construction. Now, jalastu ma'a muallimi. I sat with. Ma'a is a preposition. Hence, we have this kasra, which is single kasra, because muallim here, it is defined noun, because it's been attributed to another noun. Jalastu ma'a muallim al-madrasati, that's your second noun, and in an idafa construct, and is carrying kasra. Jalastu ma'a muallim al-madrasati fil qitari. I sat with the school's teacher, it's a masculine, in the train. And the second sentence is the same, but this time is feminine. Jalastu ma'a muallimati. Jalastu ma'a muallimati al-madrasati fil qitari. I sat with the school's teacher, that's feminine singular, in the train. Now, the next now is to look at the sentences in which the first noun of the idafa construct is al-muthanna, is dual. Now, the dual in Arabic, if you remember, in a nominative case, you just put any at the end of the original singular noun, such as muallimun becomes muallimani. Muallimatun becomes muallimatani. Now, let's look at what happens to these two nouns when we find them within the idafa construct. دخل معلما. Here we are. We have removed the noun of any when we are dealing with idafa, because now the first noun is actually defined. Now, to acknowledge that, the noun has been removed. دخل معلما المدرسة. The second noun remains as usual genitive case. So this is nominative. Nominative ending has been reduced by removing the noun and keep the alif of اثنين. دخل معلم المدرسة في القطار. The school's two male teachers enter the train. Same thing with the feminine. دخلت معلمتا. We remove the noun as well. دخلت معلمتا المدرسة في القطار. Now, that is, as I said, nominative. Now let's move to the accusative. The accusative ending usually under normal circumstances will be معلمين. For instance, you can say, oh, I saw two teachers, رأيت معلمين. But when we have these any ending within the idafa construct, again we need to remove the noun. So معلمين becomes معلمي. Now we put kasra here to avoid clash with another sukun. So رأيت معلمي المدرسة في القطار. I saw the school's two male teachers in the train. So next one is feminine equivalent. رأيت معلمتي. That's coming from معلمتين. رأيت معلمتي المدرسة في القطار. I saw the school's two female teachers in the train. Now, let's move to the genitive. Genitive cases in the muthanna, in the dual, is identical to the accusative ending. So, معلمين, معلمتين. Again, we do the same thing. We remove the noun. We say جلست مع معلمي المدرسة في القطار. So, I sat with the school's two male teachers. And then the second one, جلست مع معلمتي المدرسة. I sat with the school's two female teachers as well, teachers. Now, so if you compare to what we did before in the singular, we said دخل معلم المدرسة, دخل معلمة المدرسة, and the rest of the sentence. We say رأيت معلمة المدرسة, رأيت معلمة المدرسة, and we said جلست مع معلمي, جلست مع معلمتي. But in the dual, because they are coming from any, nominative, any, accusative, and genitive, simply just remove the noun. معلمة, معلمتا, معلمي, معلمتي, معلمي, معلمتي. So what left now is what about if the mudaf, which is the first noun of the idafa construct, if it is in plural format. That's what we need to find out next. Now, let's now look at the situation whereby the first noun of the idafa construct is a sound masculine plural. Now, the case ending of sound masculine plural originally is una ending, muallimuna, and when it is accusative or genitive, it's ending ina, muallimina. We have explained that before. If this is new to you, please revise the previous lessons. Right. So in the idafa construct, we're going to remove the noun as we did in ani and aini. دخل معلمو المدرسة في القطار. So the school's male teachers entered the train. رأيت معلمي. I saw. رأيت معلمي المدرسة في القطار. I saw the school's teachers in the train. جلست مع معلمي المدرسة في القطار. I sat with the school's teachers in the train. So that's your nominative, accusative, and genitive. Now the next one we're going to do now, it will be if the first noun of the idafa construct happens to be feminine plural, which is your jama muannath salim. After that, we're going to look at the broken plural. So the next analysis is if the first noun of the idafa construct is sound feminine plural, what will happen then? Simple. It's very similar to what we did when we are talking about the singular noun. Muallimatu is muallimatun originally, so we just reduced the tanween into a single dhamma in the nominative case. دخلت معلمات المدرسة في القطار. The school's female teachers enter the train. رأيت معلمات المدرسة في القطار. I saw the school's female teachers in the train. Now, you see the kasra, and that's representing the accusative case ending. And similarly, kasra as well, representing the genitive case ending. جلست مع معلمات المدرسة في القطار. I sat with the school's female teachers in the train. Now, we have dealt with the singular, nominative, and that simply say muallimu, muallimul madrasati. And we have dealt with the accusative as well, muallima or muallimata. And the genitive, muallimi, muallimati. The muthanna, the dual, we say we remove the noun, and it becomes muallima without the noun, muallimata without the noun. In the genitive and accusative, aini becomes muallima, muallimai, muallimatay, and so on. The plural as well, which is the sound masculine plural, we remove the noun. Muallimuna becomes muallimu, muallimina in genitive, and accusative becomes muallimi. Noun is gone. But in the plural, which is feminine, sound feminine plural, all thing we need to do just to reduce the tanween dhamma into single dhamma, and we put a kasra and kasra for accusative and genitive ending. Now, the only one left now is broken plural. We will talk about broken plural in the future. But for now, let's look at the case ending within the idafa construct. ذهب أولاد المدرسة إلى الملعب. It is like a singular, just simple, single dhamma in nominative. ذهب أولاد المدرسة إلى الملعب. وجدت, this means the school's boys went to the playground. وجدت أولاد المدرسة في الملعب. I found the school's boys in the playground. لعبت مع أولاد المدرسة. I played with the school's boys in the playground. In the nominative, single dhamma. In the accusative, fatha, just as we did in the singular. And in the genitive, you have kasra, ma'al awladi. This concludes the first analysis of the idafa construct. I hope you will be able to revise this thoroughly because it's very important to understand this construct. It's very, very common. Once you start reading anything in Arabic, just look for them. When you see the two nouns, one after another, look at the case ending. Now the first part is it can be single dhamma, it can be single fatha, single kasra. But the second of that construct, always in the genitive. And you have learned your genitive cases. So always look for it. If you see kasra underneath a noun, you know that's caused by one of two things. Either you have a preposition before it, or that noun happens to be the second noun of idafa construct. Good luck to you in your studies, and we are making progress. Please don't give up. Be brave. Come on. It's a challenge, and it's a wonderful challenge. Let's go together. And don't forget to spread this video around for me so that many learners also may benefit from it. And subscribe to the channel. Many thanks. شكرا جزيلا. مع السلامة. إلى اللقاء. في أمان الله.